Welcome back to Psyched for You, your go-to channel for diving deep into the fascinating world of psychology. Today, we're exploring a topic that many of us have experienced, but few understand fully. Why do we find ourselves yearning for those who are emotionally or physically unavailable? Have you ever been drawn to someone who seems just out of reach, perhaps after they rejected you or ended your relationship? The more they pull away, the more we find ourselves wanting them. But why is that? Psychologists refer to this as the scarcity effect. We tend to place higher value on things that are hard to obtain. When someone becomes less available, emotionally or physically, we start to value them more, striving for their attention because it's not easily given. This creates a vicious cycle where their unavailability feeds our desire, making it even harder to let go. From an evolutionary standpoint, it might seem puzzling that we become fixated on someone who doesn't reciprocate our feelings. After all, shouldn't we be more interested in forming bonds with compatible partners? One theory suggests that this behavior is an evolutionary misfire. For early humans, being part of a social group was essential for survival. Social rejection could mean being cut off, which was a serious threat. We evolved a strong aversion to rejection, which manifests today as intense emotional pain when faced with romantic rejection. In modern society, this aversion can lead us to try even harder to win over the person who's not interested, driven by a deep-seated fear of social exclusion. Culture plays a huge role in shaping our reactions to romantic rejection. From a young age, we're bombarded with stories that glorify unrequited love and the pursuit of the unattainable. Movies, books, and even music often suggest that persistence in the face of rejection is noble and often rewarded. Unfortunately, this mindset can trap us in a cycle of unreciprocated love, where we waste time and emotional energy on people who simply aren't interested. Social expectations further complicate our reactions to romantic rejection. Society often equates being in a relationship with stability, success, and happiness. Conversely, being single, especially after a breakup, can come with a stigma. Social pressures to be part of a couple, along with the desire to preserve our social identity, can make us cling to relationships that aren't good for us, or chase after people who aren't interested, just to avoid the negative judgment of being alone. So how do you break free from the cycle of chasing people who don't want you? The first step is to redefine your self-worth, separating it from your relationship status. Remember, your value doesn't diminish just because someone else fails to see it. You're more than your romantic relationships. Your identity isn't determined by someone else's interest in you. It's something you define for yourself. By recognizing the factors that trigger these patterns and consciously choosing to redefine your identity, you can begin to reclaim your self-worth.